The film is a contemporary piece about two best friends who got Candice and Tanya. One is about to join the army and they're about to go in their separate ways. What inspired me to write this film? A lot of things. Personally, I was quite angry. Just society and the way I felt this country was going. You know, it was a bit, I don't know, this whole Brexit thing, and what I found interesting about that, it kind of allowed people to express themselves in a way like they felt like it was normal things to do. You know, tell people to go back to their own countries and things like that. I'm like, well, who gives you the right? Tanya and Candice, they are doing, some might say, gender roles. You know, Tanya wants to join the army, Candice wants to be a footballer. But the whole thing of being a label, that's what I wanted to challenge. I do not like the whole thing of, you know, you are acting X, Y, and Z, therefore you belong in this box. I feel nobody has the right to label anyone, and I feel like we all have a freedom of expressing ourselves however we feel, whether it be sexuality, music taste, however, you know, what you wear, what you dress, what you eat, anything.
Well, I played the role of Tanya, where she's quite serious, not serious, she's got a funny side to her, but in terms of her and Candice's relationship, I'm more the smart, authoritative one. Yeah. And I'm about to join the army soon, and that's when things kind of hit home.
Well, for Candice, I think one of the main obstacles for her is that she can't deal with being alone, or especially can't deal with being without Tanya. And you see that conflict throughout the film.
I like playing women of a strong nature. I like playing women strong-willed and determined and whatnot. And I like their relationship.
She is quite vulnerable, and I don't really get to play characters like that. Candice plays a lesbian, which is nice that the script doesn't actually focus on that in a stereotypical way. It actually kind of just says, right, this is the fact. We joke about me liking a certain type of woman, and Tam is just cool with it. There's no questions about it. The film isn't actually about that, but that's a challenge for Candice herself, I think, for her to try and find the right woman who is like Tanya. She wants someone like Tanya, but just can't find someone like her.
I think the whole thing of getting used to working with a new crew, you're kind of finding your way in your first day, and I think being we only got a 2-day shoot, it's a bit of a quick introduction and meeting each other.
The cast were absolutely great. The chemistry they had together just made the whole thing so much easier, because it was just like watching a conversation between two friends. It wasn't like you had to encourage anything, it was very natural.
We were shooting in a park, big empty park, so we didn't have a lot of control over the lighting. Being a short film, it doesn't have multi-millions of pounds, so it's a very naturalistic kind of look. Robert gave me some references of pieces of work. There was, I think it was a Roots music video, to kind of give me the tonality that he's going for, which kind of quite a gritty type feel to it, which had a lot of kind of hunting cameras in it and kind of shaky camera work. I think ultimately we decided to go steadier in the shots and just introduce a little bit of camera movement with the handheld towards the end of the piece when the emotions are kind of ramping up, to try and emulate that and emphasise it with the camera moves as well, so the emotions kind of escalate throughout the piece and the camera work reinforces that. So we did have some challenges with this film, mainly scheduling challenges. There was a lot to shoot in the 2 days that we spent, and because we're so close to Christmas, there's very small daylight hours, so we're just trying to maximise time as much as possible. There's a lot of changes in the camera angles, so just getting all the coverage, shooting on one camera, that was the biggest challenge, I think, was just simply getting through all the pages that we needed in the daylight that we had.
Everything I needed to know about sound was confirmed on the recce day that I did with Tim, with Robert. We kind of came here and saw this big open park and realised there's going to be wind everywhere. There's geese in a lake behind me. There's kind of planes flying overhead, at least blowing left, right and centre and stuff like that. Hopefully in the final soundtrack, when you see what's going on, you won't realise just how noisy it was here. Hopefully you appreciate the dialogue and the hard work that went into the script.
I love directors who let scenes breathe, who let the story tell itself, let the actors tell the story, let them be free. You know, Shay Meadows, Noach, Mike Lee, Spike Lee. There's a lot of directors who I love, and I like taking aspects of what they do well and kind of adapt it to my work. I think that's what art should be, like an evolution and having a voice. And I think, you know, these people inspired me because they have a unique voice, and I like that. I like somebody who has a story to tell, and they tell it in a way how they want to tell it. You know, I'm still finding my voice, and I feel like now I'm at the right age to have a voice. I think when I was younger, I wrote scripts, but I didn't feel I could do those scripts justice yet, and I think that's what's important. I think life skills is important, you know, finding yourself as a person in life. And then if you really feel you've got a story to tell, then tell it.